Who will BYU basketball's starting five be at the beginning of this season? With that, we welcome in our guest, a BYU basketball sharpshooter and the first double benefactor of the BYU Sports Nation Karma, Skyler Halford. Welcome back, Skyler.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
Okay, so what in the summer, how can the BYU Sports Nation Karma benefit you?
Oh, man, I was thinking about that before I was coming on. I was like, man, what is this going to be good for, you know?
You need a date? You need a date?
Hey, that might be the one. That might be the thing, you know? Give me a good date
karma.
this weekend. It's turning into the social karma for the summer.
Absolutely.
The hair's looking long, by the way.
Hey, my hair's
going
looking
with this
good.
for the summer?
It's looking good just for the summer, you know? Your hair's not looking too bad either. On the
upper
above
lip?
the upper lip right there.
Yeah.
You know?
It's June, why not?
June, why not?
It's June, why not? That's what I asked myself.
Skyler Halford with us on BYU Sports Nation. Listen, the practice squad has become like this hot topic because of Chase Fisher and Jamal Aites and Isaac Nilsson. They have talked some serious trash about how they dominated the starters all season long. What happened? What went on in practice with those guys?
Okay, Chase is a very confident person.
Oh, he is?
And he rubs off on the whole scout team.
Okay.
So, they've got a certain swagger and confidence about him. That's great. It's good because we need a good practice squad to make us better. And they did. They were great. But I wouldn't say that they won every day, which Chase might have said that they beat us every day. Because I don't know if they did that. But they had some good days, where they got us a couple times. But we love Chase, man. He's just so funny. I got like a Snapchat from the other day, and he's just like, "Miss you, bros." He's back home, and
He's back home right now.
yeah, he's back home right now. So we miss those guys. They're good to be around, fun to be around, good group.
We've spoken with Chase on this program. We haven't talked on the show with Isaac Nilsson or Jamal Aites. Tell us about their personalities and what they'll bring to the team this year.
Jamal, he is a very funny, different, interesting kind of person. He's kind of, I don't know if maybe quirky. He's just a little, he's got these different things, and sometimes he says stuff, and you just look at him, and you're like, wait, what did you just say? And you just start laughing because he's so funny. And, he's a good guy, solid individual. He has got some of the best hands I've ever seen. Dude catches a ball, you throw it to him anywhere near him. He's got that wingspan. He just snatches it right out of the air. Great footwork. He actually dribbles really well for a big man, too. He's got a nice outside shot, so we're looking
He has
for
a nice
a lot
outside
from him.
shot.
Yeah, he does have a nice outside shot.
Out to the three or just mid-range game?
Out to the three, yeah, he can shoot it from the three. He's been working on it too this summer, so it's credited to him and his hard work. And Isaac's, he's got the outside shot too. He likes to,
What?
Yeah.
Does everyone have the outside shot?
Hey, apparently, I guess we all do this year. We're all working on it, but yeah, Isaac's got a great post game too. He's tall and he's long, so he's got that nice little hook shot he's working on in there, and he's trying to work on those post moves and get those mission legs gone, because he's still quite. It's recent since he's been off his mission, but. He'll be ready to go when season comes around.
There's this interesting conversation about who's going to start at the 4 spot because Jamal cannot suit up in an official game until the latter part of December.
We think he'll start eventually when you need a post scorer in there. He seems like the best post scorer. Is he?
He's a great post scorer. We've got great players. But Jamal, he's really, he's what, 6'6", 6'7". He's a little undersized for a big, height-wise, but he makes up for it with his hands, with his strength, because he's so strong down there. And he's got great footwork in the post. So I think he'll do some great things for us.
In the time being, the month or so leading up to the time that Jamal can actually play and potentially start, who is kind of the guy at the 4 spot now? Because, Nate's going to be there. We assume Nate will be one of those starters. But now you have Andrus and Dalton Nixon, who BYU adds yesterday, who is another option for Dave Rose, and Josh Sharp.
Yeah. I think, it's hard to really tell right now. Guys are improving. Guys are trying to get better. And I haven't seen Ryan or Dalton play a whole lot. And we're hoping, whatever they bring to the table will help us as a team. And, I don't really know what's going to happen, but we're all working to find the best fit for, the 5 guys that are on the floor that Coach wants and that he needs out there at certain times in the game. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
Skyler Halford, a guard on the BYU basketball team, is on BYU Sports Nation. As we look ahead to the fall, and we've been talking about the potential of the starting 5, there are a lot of there are always a lot of wing players for BYU, but this year it's actually split in half. It's 7 post, 7 wings. How does that change the dynamic of the team having a little more depth in the front court?
I mean, last year we had a lot of problems with big guys getting in foul trouble. So I think just having a depth, just having more guys there to get in the game when you need a bigger body will help us a lot as far as that goes.
Was that your fault or the West Coast Conference?
Are you trying to get him in trouble?
No, I'm just kidding. Don't answer that question, Skyler.
Give me a fine or something? No, just kidding. No fines.
Well, you only had 10 scholarship players anyway. So you only had a certain amount of guys you could actually put out there.
Right. It was it was a little difficult. I mean, put coach in a difficult position sometimes, I think, but I think he did a great job shuffling guys around, trying to put them in spots where we could all be successful. I mean, there were times where I was at the 4. We had 4 guards out there, and we switched, offensive schemes up, and so everybody had to learn literally every spot of the offense because you didn't know where you were going to be put in. But I think coach did a great job shuffling it around and, making it work.
So this team kind of got on a roll when you had an established bench scorer last year in Matt Carlino. He kind of was that spark guy coming off the bench. So when you look at who could do that this year, maybe it's you. Maybe you're the 6th man. Maybe it's Anson Winder. Maybe it's Chase Fisher. Who do you feel like are the guys that are going to start and then the guys that are going to come off the bench and be the spark?
Man, that's a great question, but a very hard one to answer. I mean, like you said, there's so many guys on this team that can be so successful. We've seen multiple guys on our team who've come out and had big games, and top to bottom, really. And Chase Fisher's a great addition as well. He can come out and have a big game in any given night, and Jamal and all these guys that we've been talking about. So I'm really interested to see what our group can do because I feel like we have so much talent top to bottom this coming year, and adding another year together, just that team camaraderie is going to help us a lot as well.
Yeah, no seniors last year.
None.
That's got to be a good thing going forward, right?
Yeah, I think it helps. It just all of us have that much more experience now. And I mean, last year was my first year trying to get, the hang of things, and I feel more comfortable going into this next season, as do I think other people that are here, and we've got great leaders, and Nate, who's been here for a while, Anson, Ty, and Kyle's been here for a few years, and so I feel like we've got some great leadership. We've got a lot of experience this coming year, and I think it's gonna pay dividends for the future.
Skyler Halford's on BYU Sports Nation. What are you working on over the summer to get better for the upcoming season?
I've been working a lot on my ball handling, and my strength. I'm trying to put up at least 15 to 20 pounds this summer. I'm up 10 now.
On the bench,
nice.
15 to 20
You're up
pounds?
10 pounds?
Up 10 pounds. Got to keep going. Got to get some more. So I'm trying to make a big difference there. And then just ball handling and shooting as always. So just trying to improve.
Who's the best 3-point shooter on the team?
We'll see when Boom Shakalaka comes around again, right?
That's right.
We'll see who.
As of right now, that's in potentially October.
Who won last year, Skyler?
I do have the ball in my room.
That is right.
The 3-point champ.
The inaugural Boom Shakalaka.
To be the best, you got to beat the best, right? So right now it's Skyler.
Right now, you guys all go out. We all go out to the Marriott Center and we watch who's winning.
Somewhere Chase Fisher is talking trash to a television screen right now.
Yeah, Chase Fisher's out there. He's probably sending me a Snapchat right now. Like,
he might be shooting right now.
I'm coming for you. Yeah, he's getting his threes up right now. I mean, Chase is a great shooter. I think he won a lot of the drills last summer, 3-point drills we did, and I mean. Ty's working on his game, we're trying to work on range. Me and him have been working a lot on that, getting out deeper. So, I mean, I don't know. As of right now, I mean, I haven't seen Chase in like 2 months. I don't even know what that dude's doing, but I'm sure he's getting shots up. He's a great shooter. But, I gotta take him one-on-one and see what happens
okay.
before I can tell you the winner.
I like it. Skyler Halford with us on BYU Sports Nation. Let's talk a little bit about the emphasis on the starting 5. I get the impression from this team, it's just kind of like, yeah, it's cool to start, but guys are okay if you're playing starter minutes and you're getting regular minutes. How much do you want to be a starter compared to just playing a lot of minutes?
It's just I've always been. I mean, growing up, I had been a starter throughout my life, as is most of these people on this team.
Yeah. And
I feel like you get comfortable in that situation, and it's just what you're used to, And I feel like last year for some people, it's, it takes a little getting used to coming off the bench or getting used to a new role, I guess. But to me, I'm just trying to get in the game and make a difference, trying to make, an impact positively on the game, whether I'm coming in starting, whether I'm coming off the bench, just – because I love playing the game. We all do, and we all are trying to get better, and so we can get in there and make a difference. So that's my main goal, is to improve this season, be better than I was last year, and hopefully be able to make an impact this year.
We've talked about Dalton Nixon joining the team this season. He'll be a walk-on or non-scholarship player. What role do you see Dalton potentially having with this mix now that he's a late newcomer?
Yeah, it's interesting because, our mindsets were on him going on a mission, and we were excited for him, but we're now excited for him to come with us. He's made the decision to come here, and I've played with him last summer and a little bit this summer. He's a good size player. He's got a great shot. He's strong.
Is he a stretch four? Can he be
he's a stretch four. That's what I see
That's
him
what
as.
BYU needs, I think.
Yeah,
help.
he likes to play a lot on the outside. I think probably more so than he does on the inside from what I've seen. But, coaches scouted him more than I have, so I'm not exactly sure.
You didn't bring in a scouting report of Dalton Nixon today?
Right. I don't have that yet, but I'm trying. We're all trying to come up with it and see what he's going to do for us. But he'll do some great things. I know he will. Coaches, they recruit well, and we're excited to have him.
Skyler Halford with us on BYU Sports Nation, double benefactor of the BYU Sports Nation Karma, and now has received the BYU Sports Nation social karma to go and find.
Is that a new thing?
Pretty I don't know.
Is there going to be an app?
Hey,
is it like Tinder?
No, definitely not.
Do you have Tinder, Skyler?
No.
Okay, so your teammate Kyle Collinsworth, he came and joined us a couple of weeks ago, and he said he compared his freshman campaign with Jimmer Fredette and that great run to the Sweet 16, and said, maybe that was the best team that BYU's ever had, maybe the best season. Then he said something that kind of surprises. He said, I feel like this team this year can do everything that team did. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? What are the expectations and the goals, and why can BYU maybe exceed those high expectations?
Well, I feel like last year we had some pretty high expectations. We had talked as a team about, going pretty far into the tournament, getting to the tournament, and getting pretty far into the tournament. So I think that standard was set, and I feel like we all rallied around that goal. It didn't quite happen. We got to the tournament, lost in the first round. But I feel like we have a lot of potential. I feel like this team the sky's the limit, really. We've got a lot of great players. This team is ready to work hard together, and we all, I feel like, have that same goal of getting the word that comes to my mind is just Final Four, and we just want to get there. And I feel like we've got the coaches, we've got the players, we've got the guys with the right work ethic to get there, and so I don't see why that's not a possibility. Be as good as that team that Kyle was on with Jimmer when they made it to the Sweet 16. I don't see why we can't do that too.
Would you please sign our BYU Sports Nation Rise Up flag?
Rise up.
And do you have your Brazil jersey ready for the World Cup?
Oh my goodness!
Skyler and I went to the Porto Alegre North,
yes,
which is down south, a few years apart, but we're the classic return missionary. Like, yeah, I went to this country and now I can root for them in soccer. I have their jersey.
Yep, I'm gonna root for them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just how it is.
You know it.
Hey, bold prediction.
If the stadiums are done.
Your brother-in-law, Daniel Sorensen, will make the Kansas City Chiefs. True or false?
True. He will. Yeah.
All
we
right.
hope so, man. That'd be
I
awesome.
like it. Skyler, thanks for coming in again.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Enjoy the BYU Sports Nation karma.
I will.